bensì repressione di se stessi.
Inoltre, la nostra sicurezza è per rispettare le regole.
What do you want people to know?
Kind of that I miss him.
Overnight, George Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, Gianna, talking about her dad.
What was your dad like?
He played with me.
She didn't have to play with nobody else because Daddy was going to play with her all day long.
Gianna's mother, Roxy Washington, saying that George loved his daughter. He was always a great dad.
I mean, that was his baby. He loved his little girl.
Roxy found out about George's death when she got a phone call. She then got on the internet and saw the video.
I watched it only for a moment because I was like, I couldn't believe that somebody was doing him like that. I wish I could have been there to help him.
We need justice for George Floyd. We all witnessed his murder in broad daylight. We're broken and we're disgusted. We cannot normalize this pain. And I'm not only speaking to people of color. If you're white, black, brown, or anything in between, I'm sure you feel hopeless by the racism going on in America right now. No more senseless killings of human beings. No more seeing people of color as less than human. We can no longer look away. George is all of our family in humanity. He's our family because he's a fellow American. There have been too many times that we've seen these violent killings and no consequences. Yes, someone's been charged, but justice is far from being achieved. Please sign the petition and continue to pray for peace and compassion and healing for our country. Thank you so much.
Celebrities protest in response to George Floyd's death. Outrage has sparked across America due to the death of 46-year-old George Floyd, and many celebrities are taking to the streets to help make a change. Jamie Foxx spoke with a crowd at a Minneapolis press conference and shared his thoughts on the situation. Nick Cannon was on site in Minneapolis protesting with a hoodie that reads, "Please, I can't breathe." He shared a post on Instagram writing the hashtag Justice for Floyd. Ariana Grande joined the movement in Beverly Hills, tweeting that there was little media coverage on the peaceful protesting, writing, "We were passionate, we were loud, we were loving, cover this too, please." Halsey also shares her experience protesting in Los Angeles with a series of social media posts. The singer describes being fired upon by rubber bullets and tear gas, and even offered medical supplies to her fellow protesters. She encourages her fans to donate to various organisations and for those with a public platform to speak up on the issues. Also, while demonstrating in LA, Insecure star Kendrick Sampson said he was hit several times by rubber bullets and batons. Posting several videos on Instagram, the actor had to receive medical treatment for his injuries. Rapper J. Cole, Machine Gun Kelly, Timothée Chalamet and many other celebrities also protested in various parts of the country. Among the public figures making statements on social media, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have both been vocal on their platforms, demanding justice for George Floyd and encouraging everyone to help make a difference.
They are the images organisers of this protest had desperately hoped to avoid. But for a second night, police officers under attack from an angry crowd around Whitehall. Running for cover as protesters threw bottles and other objects at them. As the officers headed under the arches in King Charles Street, reinforcements from the Met's Public Order Unit rushed in to hold the police line.
You okay?
At least one officer we saw suffered a head injury in the violence. As more reinforcements arrived, police began making some arrests before gaining control and holding off the crowd. These images will deeply worry police commanders and the Home Secretary, already incensed about the violence here just a day earlier.
I'm absolutely sickened and appalled by the level of violence that was on display. Police officers were abused and police officers were injured, and we have a police officer that is seriously injured and in hospital right now, and that is absolutely unacceptable.
Black Lives Matter!
This will be deeply disappointing for the many thousands of peaceful demonstrators who turned up en masse outside the US Embassy earlier in the day. Determined their message, one of peaceful protest, would be the abiding image.
We were slightly concerned, but this is how we felt after being oppressed for such a long time. So the feeling of anger, it is there, so I do understand it, but it is not just.
2 weeks after George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis, the passion and sense of injustice is still profound. Government ministers, police and health officials had urged people to stay at home because of the ongoing coronavirus health emergency. The huge turnout, an act of defiance from these protesters, who said the issue was just too important to stay at home.
When we walk into a shop, when we walk anywhere else, if we're with our friends that are black, they just get oppressed straight away. You can see they get judged, and it's not fair. It's not how society should be. We should all be in one. We should be in one harmony.
As darkness descended on Whitehall, more serious violence as an angry crowd confronted public order police officers. The Prime Minister has said people have a right to protest peacefully, but they have no right to attack the police. These demonstrations, he said, had been subverted by thuggery.